Hey, this is Bronchitis91 coming at you from YouTube saying hello. As you can see, we're working on a new look. How you like my new logo? I thought it looks pretty darn cool. I'm working on an intro, working on a new feel for it, so it does get to interest people. So, if you want to let me know about some feedback about this one, I'd really appreciate that. But then also, I'm working on a new intro, so just keep an eye out for that. Alright, today we're going to do a tutorial on Bridge. So, first things first, of course, open up Adobe Bridge. Now, if you don't have Bridge, I would suggest you getting it because it is amazing. Alright? Alright, how Bridge works is it pulls your documents like Adobe Elements would pull out your browser, and it lets you browse your pictures. Alright, so it tells me what my settings were on my camera. And keep in mind, this is an edited picture. Like, I have edited this one, enhanced it, and everything like that. And still, it tells me my original settings on my camera. Pretty darn cool, I think. And so, that's one thing that Bridge is great for. I mean, it helps you keep track instead of writing it down in a notebook. Now, I would say your best pictures, I would keep track, like write down your settings somewhere that you had your camera on. So that way, if your hard drive or something crashes, you still have this to keep track of it. Or put your pictures on DeviantArt. DeviantArt keeps track of your camera settings that are on there. In fact, I'll show you right now. Might I add that you can find us on DeviantArt. We are Bronchitis91 on DeviantArt. So this is a picture I shot at the zoo of an elephant. Um, I took it and I've done some effects to it, of course, if you couldn't tell. But uh, what I was going to show you. But what I was going to show you is how on DeviantArt they already tell you what your settings were on your camera. Right here on camera data, it tells you everything. It tells me my focal length was 200 millimeter. That's pretty cool that it can tell me what my focal length was. Just pretty cool to keep track of this stuff if you aren't already keeping track of it, so you know how to just get your name out there and just practice and learn from your mistakes. Alright, back to Bridge. Alright, Bridge is really cool because you can, of course, look at all your camera settings. You can look at everything right here. All these settings. Everything. Camera data. Everything. Nikon D40. Anything you want to know. It tells you right there. But another thing is it has a open in camera raw. So I shoot my pictures in RAW instead of JPEG. Yes, it takes more room up on your camera, but then when I get them on here, it filters through my iPhoto, and iPhoto converts these to a JPEG format. So that way I can open it in any software, but you can still open it up in RAW format. Okay, so we're running Camera Raw 6.0. Each Camera Raw format is just about the same thing on Bridge. And so right now I'm going to demonstrate with this picture that I shot at North Carolina Zoo. North Carolina is the largest zoo. It's in Asheboro. And this is a collared lizard. And I shot this one. And it was a lot of fun because he just sat there and just paid me no attention. Alright, so what we're going to do here is, you can tell it looks a little boring. The color and the contrast is kind of boring. It's got a good it's got a good focus point, but other than that, it's really not that special. So we're gonna make it special. All right. First of all, we're going to take the exposure up, and then we're going to take the recovery down, and that's just going to darken it up and give it a little bit of contrast. Alright, just don't want too much. Alright, and then black, that will give it shadow, give it depth, and bring out its spots on it. As you can see right in there, it brought out those spots down here and brought out the shadow. Alright, makes it seem three-dimensional instead of flat. And we're going to brighten it up a little bit, and then we're going to increase the contrast. The contrast is a very helpful tool in a photo, and as you can tell, is it's bringing out everything, like the eyes and the spots all in here. And then we're going to increase the clarity. Clarity is always good to clear up. Clarity, clear up. Sorry. But you don't want to go too much, so we'll do it right there. We'll zoom in and see what we got going on, just to double check. Alright, we're looking good so far. Alright, now we're going to go over to the detail. And this will sharpen your photograph. You see how it sharpened that up? And then you can just increase. You don't want to do it too much because your picture is going to become grainy. But you want it to include detail, of course. And then you want to go down here to luminous. And I'd say that looks pretty good. And then this is always good to bring up and just get your colors where you want them. That looks pretty good. And saturation. Saturation is always good to take care of. And you want to balance it out pretty good. Let's see what we're looking like so far. Not really liking that. The red, it's too red for me. So we're going to take that red down. Take the orange down too. Here we're going to take this saturation down some. Alright, now we're going to go into right here. Fix red key-on. But pretty much this is just a way to increase your pictures enhancements pretty fast. Say you've got a group of pictures and you want to increase it really fast. This is a way to do it. Now the only thing it doesn't have is like your regular, like your full scale editing tools like you would have on Photoshop. But it's good and quick. So if you need to get a job done fast, this is the software to use. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Hope to see you next time.